Alright, boys. Yo, we just got 30 yards. Let's go.
That one is good for 39. One
That
thing
was a
that's
good
great
run.
about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He gets to the
I'm
left side of
Chiefs,
his own line
obviously.
and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One,
Get a
just
video.
absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has
I got this,
absolute
I got this.
confidence in the guys in front
I
of
could
him.
low-key
The
run
guys
this.
doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And another tackle broken. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Speaking of Damian Williams,
Easy touchdown right here. Easy
17
touchdown.
carries over 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a
The
game?
fuck?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of
Actually, a
game,
good
but I
catch
knew he
as
would be
well.
a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his
Probably
due
not.
because
Alright, let's go.
now, in his
I'm
postseason
running.
career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted
Gosh.
free agent running backs because his total.
Bro,
versus
we
Raheem
need to get
Mostert
this
around
touchdown.
probably 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco. Advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
This is caught. Watkins.
What the fuck?
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a
Alright,
3rd
come on,
and
bro.
goal.
Run, actually. Gotta get this, bro. I'm going left side.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to
Finally.
strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams,
Buff was
I
definitely
script
the
to
way.
probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Fun to.
So this drive
I
spans
should have
7
run,
plays.
faked it.
And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Not gonna catch it. Oh
This is
shit.
taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own
Sack this kid right
25-yard
here.
line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman.
X.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't
this is gonna
move
be a
up to the
play. This is
next
gonna be a
level if
play.
you don't take care of him first.
Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
MJ. Let's go, sack.
To escape, and he goes down.
Trying to sack him, but that son of a bitch was holding.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's taken to the 26.
Oh.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Almost 30 yards.
Let's dive a little deeper into Kansas City's Super Bowl title
pass.
as their offense comes back out here, CD. First title in 50 years. Last one, the 1969
Pass
season.
it.
And, of course, a lot of talk about it being Andy Reid's
Pass
first
it.
title.
Pass it.
Well deserved for him.
And how about the way that this team wins games on offense?
He wouldn't pass
So
it.
much motion, so much variety. You know, anyone can touch the football and make a big play. It actually is a nod to the team that won the Super Bowl after the '69 season. There was a lot of that in that offense. And who could ever forget then head coach Hank Scram on the sidelines.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
Alright, I'm gonna have to run this one. I need to get some yards, boys. I at least need to get
And you never know exactly how they can be
first down.
exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Time to revisit what we thought of San Francisco in the Super Bowl here, Charles, as they come back out on offense. They were looking to draw even with the Steelers and the Pats with 6 Super Bowl titles, but that's going to have to wait at least another year. Now, are you still bullish on this team
that was quick.
moving forward?
I absolutely am, and I know it goes against the grain a little bit because typically the team that loses the Super Bowl is not just the Super Bowl winner that has a hangover. Super Bowl loser has a struggle the next year as well. I think this team is built to come back and compete for another Super Bowl title.
Really?
Offensive line, I really like it. They'll get Weston Richburg back at center.
Getting a touchdown. If they don't get a touchdown.
Don't be surprised if they actually draft a runner to try and supplement things. They'll increase the receiving core. And I think Jimmy Garoppolo will continue to improve at quarterback. And on the defensive side, they feel like they have a lot to prove because of the way the game ended for them. They didn't shut them down. I think this is a team that will be on a mission in 2020.
And I'm not putting this all on Kyle Shanahan, but just for him, how crushing the loss he had as the OC with Atlanta, and now this lead that he loses as the head coach of San Francisco.
He'll be hearing from guys like you and me all year long about those 2 games now. Leads, not doing certain things that we expected him to do, i.e. running the football down the stretch. He'll have all offseason to digest that. But one thing about Kyle Shanahan, very confident in himself. I think he handles these things well, and he'll use it as fuel as well, too.
Here we go. What do you need? Check 53 is mine. And watch delay. Stay hot.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they are on the board.
All right, it's our turn.
7-3. So 3 drives now for
Oh
this
shit, I
offense,
didn't
and
even
that
get.
field goal gives
Oh
them
my
their
God.
first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets
Bet,
them
bet,
across
bet,
the
bet,
30
bet.
to the 33-yard
Go,
line.
buddy.
And now here comes Kansas City. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
If I get sacked, I'll be mad. Probably will get sacked.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going up top.
He in. Oh my God. I was pressing X.
Receiver there.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Garoppolo looks to throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
Yes! Let's go!
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do.
Oh,
didn't
wait,
secure
no,
the
good.
ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Are you read pass? I swear if you don't pass. Oh, are you read?
Get away, and down he goes. D4.
What the fuck?
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go.
Let's go.
With the football. That led to the sack.
That one good for 24 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the
I
timing
didn't
of
mean
the
to
route.
press run. Actually, imagine if I get it.
Off the draw, here's Williams. Powers through, pushing tacklers aside. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Ass.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. From the 24, Mahomes. He finds Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the
Alright, I'm
10
reading
to
this.
7. So he's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first
Oh, wait,
down.
shit.
So we've reached halftime here in the... So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get
I'm
going
actually gonna
again
get
at
this touchdown
Super
here.
Bowl 54. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to.
I swear, but someone better be on
This is
touchdown.
where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done...
It's caught
Let's
inside
go!
the 25.
Oh my God!
And all the
Alright,
way
I'm running
down
this
to
shit.
the
I'm running this shit.
22-yard line. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't...
Bro, I just lost so much.
They just gave up a big gain.
Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
Let's go!
Keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have
Alright.
some options on second and short.
I don't know why I kept going back.
And all the way down inside inside the 5 to the 4.
I'm running this again. I'm running this
To
again.
be a good one, 11 yards in the first down.
That does
They're
not
trying
look
to
like
show
P.
they can run
Mahomes.
the ball and protect this lead.
Patrick
Give it to the
Mahomes.
backs,
That
play
does
a
not
little
look
bit of
like
keep
him.
away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that
Alright,
defense stand up
GG,
and
let's go.
stop
We just got a touchdown
So
going
3
left.
plays
No, right.
already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Left.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to
Go.
pull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Bro,
And
he
certainly played
holds
a
up
pivotal
so good.
role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their
Faking
lead.
it.
He wants to continue to do so.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time.
Alright, I
Not
gotta
only
stop
did they not
faking
get
it.
They went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Sack this nigger.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And
Sack him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Didn't sack him, but let's go. We still sacked him.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
Yeah, that was
And
low-key a
just
fly.
means you're one
Whoopsie.
big score away from being right
Not
back
catching
there.
it,
Now,
not
the question
catching.
is, can this offense step up and
Oh
make
my
that play?
gosh.
'Cause that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call.
Bro, they always talk bad about
keep
the
it moving.
the Chiefs.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On second down, it's Coleman.
Why'd they run it? They're
It's a
not
7-yard
making it.
pickup. They'll be looking
Just
now
a
at
run,
3rd
I
and
mean.
6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, that was a dumb
It's
pass.
complete. Swings it out to his running back. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away.
I'm definitely not making this touchdown.
Taking it about the 16.
Yeah, not me.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nearly a huge return as it is.
Yeah,
Still
that
very
was a good
one.
return.
24 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10 once again.
What the?
they'll go from the
I didn't
40.
even pass.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be
Oh my gosh.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd
They talk
down.
bad about me faking this shit.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. But he will
Oh my
not
gosh,
make the
it
first
doesn't
down
let me
marker.
fucking
That'll be a
pass.
turnover
Fuck
on
you,
downs.
you son of a bitch.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated
Why'd you
on
even
their
do that? You
toes
just
and
lost.
getting a big stop. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Coleman. And some space
Got
here.
it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And then shut the fuck up.
Tevin Coleman, 27 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from
Get
making
away.
this a
What?
3-point game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit.
All right, well,
but for
at least
big
we're
runs to
returning. Let's
occur,
go.
The wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at his 4. He won't go down. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
That's complete to Robinson. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
He lets this one fly toward the back.
Oh.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas
Jason.
City. DeMarcus Robinson, 39 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Already got 20.
And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the
I'm actually
evolution of
gonna
the wide
pass.
receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. No
I-
problem there on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Kicking off middle.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is
He's a
incomplete.
bot quarterback.
Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And
Already
somehow
returning.
they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all.
Back all the time.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll
Hey,
return
well,
with
we
more
won.
after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their
72-yard
lead.
touchdown.
Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Yeah, they're dead.
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Ow.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
First down.
This one to his running back out of the backfield. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game. And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Alright. Figure out this. Oh my gosh, the
Garoppolo now. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Apparently they weren't
I'm
interested
talking.
in
I'm
playing the
making a
field
YouTube video.
position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired.
And he fires
No.
it, it's intercepted.
Shit.
It's the former Seahawk, Richard
Yeah.
Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's so freaking cool.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one.
Alright, I'm
They
intercepting
still have
this
a lot
shit.
of work to do.
But they don't want
If
focus
this
on that
little
now.
nigga doesn't
Now it's about getting the ball
pass
in the
and
end
pass
zone
far away.
and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game though, fourth quarter.
Ow. Fuck. The heck was that throw?
Down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out
Ow.
there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
Alright, let me
Still
sack you right
competing,
there.
still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Pick it out.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Haha.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
They'll look to set up his blockers. Breaks through the contact.
Let's go.
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Wow, that was sick.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
34.
So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown.
Oh my God. Yeah, GG. This is definitely our game.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Nothing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the
No
last
way they're
go-around,
clutching
they
up.
really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of.
Oh, hey!
And it's intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked off right around the 43.
Well,
Damn.
this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip.
Probably
just
could
further
have
and
got a
further
touchdown for
out of
Rams.
hand.
Probably. Not
Trying
saying
to
that.
shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll
I'm
get
scared
inside the
they're
40
gonna
to the
intercept
39.
that.
That throw good for 4. It's second
I'm gonna
down.
run it. I'm gonna try to run
They
it.
don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Williams. Powerful running. He's still fighting forward. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Chiefs in
We actually
possession
gotta
of the ball
get a
as we
touchdown
welcome
because
you
I kind of
back.
want a touchdown.
Now here's Mahomes. And let's see what they've come up with offensively.
Touchdown,
after
touchdown,
having
touchdown.
time to talk it over.
Fuck,
And
dude.
all the way inside the 15
Alright, but I'm
before
running
they
this shit.
drop him. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Run.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important
I'm gonna
times,
keep running
because
till
he
I
can
get
trust
this.
you being in the right
Alright, I'm
spot,
going left.
and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Always left. Never mind.
Breaks a tackle. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline.
Really want to run it.
Fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And
Go.
the blowout continues.
40 to 10.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3
41,
phases
I
of the
meant,
game.
sorry.
Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Dang, that was a good
Extra
kick.
point safely through, and that will extend this big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
All right, well, we won, GG.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he touched
That's
back.
fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
To
Take
be
a
honest,
look at that scoreboard, realize how poorly
kids are getting clapped more than they did in the real game. 41 to 10.
Never forget it because
So
you're not gonna want
big
that feeling.
difference. That's
You're gonna
31
want
is
that
different.
feeling again, and who knows?
31 difference. They're not clutching up in
2nd and 7 now from
30,
the 28.
approximately 34
To
seconds.
throw, it's Garoppolo.
Yeah, they're not catching
Over
up.
the middle, but it's incomplete.
They catch up.
Emmanuel
I'll,
Sanders,
that,
the intended
that,
receiver. And it's 3rd down.
that will have to go
They
inside
head to
the real
line,
NFL.
facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion
game.
on 2nd down.
That would just be epic.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open
Yeah,
Pettis,
they're not.
it's
Yeah,
complete.
timeout.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here we go. 180.
Mike's 5-4. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Garoppolo
Set a
on first
tone.
down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I swear, if this nigga throws it so early,
Garoppolo again. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Garoppolo.
just, I'm not even gonna try. We will.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch what I'm gonna do.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you. You must.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
And you
One
do.
final try now for Garoppolo. Now, and this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective
Damn,
happiness.
GG boy.
Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
That was a really good season. Chiefs. But they did so bad this game. Not the Chiefs. The Chiefs did me. But which call it? The 49ers did horrible. Those are
And they are the
bots.
Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Oh boys, alright. I'm gonna end this video. Peace.